Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Italy, a place to love YouTube channel. Okay, so today we are into the episode about the cheapest property for sale in a selected town by me, so by Italy, a place to love, by Antonio. And so at the moment, I'm following the 10 cities that I actually recommend where to live in Italy, the best 10 cities, the top 10 cities where to relocate in Italy, and mainly they are in five provinces, which are Puglia, Basilicata, Molise, Abruzzo, and Marche region. So today we are going to check a city, a town that is called Pescara. So here I'm on Google Maps at the moment, and so this is Pescara, and we are talking about Abruzzo region. So about Abruzzo, we already covered in the previous episode. We covered a town, a city called Chieti, and today we are going to find the cheapest property for sale in Pescara, province of Pescara, Abruzzo region. Now, what do we notice here straight away is that we have 1,574 properties for sale, which is actually a big amount of houses. So it won't be very easy to do a research anyway between this amount of cities. But anyway, let's go and let's enter at the moment in this 1,574 houses and flats or apartment for sale. So now here we see 1,200,000. Anyway, we are going to do the usual selection. So at the moment, I'm avoiding the auction properties as I usually do. Then I have a video about why I'm not recommending at the moment properties under auction. So we drop now to 1,440. Okay. And now we select only the houses. Now let's select only the houses, then I'm gonna tell you why. And then we go to the lowest price from the cheapest property for sale. Okay, so here we notice that we have these two properties, for example, for sale for 23,000, 29,000. Now, okay, let me just have a look quickly how many properties we have left. Okay, so you see from 1,574, we drop to 224. So, and why? Now, I'm telling you why. Now, first of all, because Pescara is a city, and in Italy, mainly in the cities, you find only the majority, as you can see, nearly 80%, are just apartments, flats. So, and then what else I noticed? I've done a quick research before, and I've noticed that these apartments on sale for sale in Pescara are quite expensive. I mean, I wasn't expecting such a high price if I think, for example, that Chieti, that is the nearest city to Pescara, that is also a province in Abruzzo, and if you watch the previous video about Chieti, in Chieti the prices were much lower. So I'd say here that if I have to choose between Pescara and Chieti, I would highly recommend Chieti. Now, because Chieti anyway is only 20, 25 kilometers, maybe 30 from Pescara. So we are talking about a very short distance. Also, Chieti is close to the sea. So because it's 20, 25 kilometers from the sea. Now, Pescara has this thing that is on the sea. So basically, we know that properties that are on sale for sale on the sea in Italy are more expensive than the properties that are actually not on the sea. Then, anyway, Pescara is nearly 120,000 inhabitants. So even if Abruzzo region goes under the 7% tax, Pescara would not, it's not, because Pescara is over the 20,000 inhabitants. But anyway, let's do our research after this introduction, kind of big introduction, but it was very important to understand where we are. Okay, so now I'm skipping these properties because, as you know, I'm looking for properties generally that are not in need of renovation. So we had these three properties for sale here: 23, 29, 44. But as we can see, they are totally in need of renovation. So then we go straight away up to 79,000 euro. As I said, the flats were quite expensive. I'd say that a decent flat would go, the price was over 100,000 euro. So then I said to myself, okay, let's investigate in the houses. And I see that houses actually have much more reasonable prices than the apartments. Don't know why, don't ask me. Maybe because they are bigger and maybe they might be more expensive to run. That's a question. Anyway, situation has to be investigated. Now, let's read at this house for sale. Detached house in Via Tirino, 296, San Silvestro, Pescara. So probably we are in the surrounding area, Pescara surrounding area. That is actually even better because anyway, you are still very, very close to the city, but not in the stressful environment of the city, let me say. Now, four rooms, 116 square meters, Pescara detached house with private courtyard. The property to be restored is on two levels as follow. Okay, property needs to be restored. It's a pity because from these pictures, for example, needs the property doesn't look bad, but probably inside, yes, is totally in need of renovation. Yes, so I would skip even if the house is nice, the location is quite nice, sunny, bright, easy access to the road, but I don't know. Let me enter simply to understand by the description if the house is totally now detached house with private courtyard. The property to be restored is on two levels as follow: ground floor, entrance, kitchen and living room, both rooms with access to the external courtyard. First floor sleeping area with two comfortable bedrooms, one bathroom. The property is completed by a large private courtyard, immediately available. Anyway, is in need of renovation, is renovating, individual heating, because basically when it's about renovation, we are talking about floors, we are talking about electrical implant, gas heating, the roof. But for example, what I see, what I notice straight away, is that the roof, for example, is in a good condition. Now, then there is parking space in front of the house. Anyway, the house is in need of renovation. We see a lot of material. Anyway, I'd say all the electrical implant, floors. So here probably another 100,000 euro to restore it at a decent level. I'm not saying very high standards because could be even more expensive. So then let's see the next one. Detached house, Tributtina, Aeroporto Pescara. So this house, let's have a look. The thing is that they're already saying that it's close to the airport. Now, we have to say that Pescara Airport is not very, very busy airport. I mean, for sure there are flights every day, but I'd say it's not busy as can be Napoli or Roma or Milano airport. Now, here we see a house with a gate, so you have your private access. That is actually nice. I see a lovely courtyard. Here we have a pizza oven. Then here we have a kind of laundry. I'd see because the ceiling here, for example, it's a kind of external area of the house. It's not really part of the house itself. Yeah, it's a garage actually. Use it also as a laundry, connected with the courtyard. Now, let's have a look at the pictures inside the house. Now, the house itself, for example, here I can say, okay, remove all the furniture, try to see the property, for example, empty. And what do I see anyway is that the floor is in a good condition. The walls as well. Here, this arch here made with bricks looks like has been done quite recently. Now we have heating system. Maybe radiator are not the newest radiators that you might find, but anyway, the house itself is nice. And now let me see. Okay, here we have a lovely kitchen with this arch as well. So then I see a window in the kitchen. Floor again looks in a good shape. Okay, so we also have this roof uh, light. Probably is on one just on one floor, the ground floor of the property. Then we have a fireplace. Then here we have a bedroom. Interesting because it's double exposure, two different direction. What one could be east and what one could be south, for example. So then here, this I think is another bedroom. Yeah, so we have two double bedrooms, which is good. So here we have one arch. I'm trying to understand what this arch is, but anyway, I see the radiator. Then the bathroom is okay. It's not really brand new bathroom, but anyway, I'd say it's in order. Then we have this type of veranda that obviously they use it probably as a storage place. Ah, here there is even a little plot of land to grow veggies. If you love, then maybe you can even keep some animals, some chicken. I don't know, different type of. Um, there's also a well. That's very interesting for the water, for the hot days, for example. So you always have access to the water. Then we have this storage place. So anyway, the house itself, this one, it's not bad. It's not bad. Now it says that it's close to the airport. Now here, where is the yellow dot? That's where the property is. So maybe okay, we have the river Fiume Pescara, not very far. Okay. Okay, so we saw the pictures and now I want to read a bit the description. So let me say one thing about the price. So they're asking 92,000 for 137 square meters. It means that we are around 650 euro per square meter. Anyway, parking included. That's very good. Now, the description is quite long. Discover this charming detached house located in a strategic position between Pescara and San Buceto, also ideal for those traveling, surrounded by a peaceful garden with a flowered avenue. This property offers an oasis of peace and serenity. The large entrance hall, Serenity. The large entrance hall welcomes us into a spacious environment, while the kitchen, complete with fireplace, creates the perfect atmosphere for family evenings. Anyway, it's a nice house. The interior has two bright bedrooms and a functional bathroom with bathtub. ensuring its comfort and practicality, while the garage, equipped with washing machine, connection, light, and sinks, adds further convenience. This property is perfect for those who love the outdoors. The veranda, certainly to be fixed, leads us to the chicken coop, as I said, and the woodshed, where a green internal garden with a well opens up. Also suitable for people with reduced mobility, the house is in good condition. Yeah, for example, this could be the perfect house for a retiring person, a person that is already in pension, let me say pensioner. It is equipped with autonomous heating, with gas boiler, PVC windows, frames, and double glazing, ensuring good energy efficiency. Don't miss. Anyway, I want to, yeah, anyway, here the most important thing, let me say, second hand, good condition. The only thing about this house is because, let me say, it's close to the airport, but again, planes are not flying, for example, at night. So I'd say this house, for example, could be a good investment, even as a property where to live. Because anyway, there's land, there's space, there's everything you need. Then let's see the following one: detached house in San Silvestro, Pescara. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, here there's only one picture. We're gonna skip. Then let's see the following one: detached house in Tributina, Aeroporto. Okay, so basically we are close to the airport as well, this property. But anyway, what do I see by the picture is a perfect house, and the asking price is 99,000 euro, 120 square meters, 6 rooms. So we are around 800 euro per square meter. So we are still under 1,000 euro. You know, I think the average price in Italy for a house, for an apartment, goes between 2,000 and 4,000 euro at the moment. Then, so whatever is under 1,000 euro, I consider a good investment, in particular if the house is not in need of renovation. This is the most important thing. Now, let's have a look to this house because it looks beautiful from here. Now, what do I see? Is everything in order, clean? So the house has been well kept. I see a lovely gate. Everything looks quite new here. The lights, the fences here. Fences are good anyway, in particular for the ground floor houses, because to prevent theft. Anyway, that's extremely important. Safety, that you can keep, for example, the windows open during the summer, and you are sure nobody's gonna enter in the house. Because this is the problem actually in the south of Italy, in many houses, because it's so warm during the summer, you need to keep the windows open. And so it's important to have draft, for example, at night when there's overheating. um, okay, now anyway, I see everything looks nice, decent, even with this lion sculpture here, statue. It makes it even nicer. Lovely garden, lovely courtyard. Anyway, decent houses as well, as the neighbors building are not very high, so they don't really take, space, air, let me say, because it's not nice if you have big buildings in front of your house. I like this gate because anyway, the gate is kind of new, was done recently. I don't know, here there was a tap, maybe not functioning anymore, don't know. But anyway, so we have plenty of plants. We are still outside. We are only looking at the moment to the pictures outside. But for 99,000 euro, I'd say this is a lovely house where to spend, for example, again, retiring age, and you are very close to a city. like Pescara. Anyway, Pescara offers everything that a city can offer, and you are not far from Rome. You are not far from Ancona, so it's a kind of central. Is in the central part of Italy. Anyway, so we had pictures, a lot of pictures of the external part of the house. Now we are in the interiors. I guess interiors anyway are all in a good shape. Here's the bathroom. Again, another picture from outside. They are not showing many pictures inside. That's a pity. Anyway, we have a decent bedroom. I like. Anyway, pictures of the internal part of the house are not really paying back the property, but as far as I see, the property is in a very good shape. I see new tiles. So here's the kitchen. Perfect. Probably this is also part of the kitchen. Anyway, they're showing more pictures of the external part, but now let me go back and let's read the description. Anyway, 120 meters square, 6 rooms, is a quite big house by Italian standards. Now, let me read. Um, Now, commercial dwelling, 225 square meters, completely fenced garden. So with the garden, with the fenced garden, there are 225 square meters, composed of living room, kitchen, two double bedrooms, small bedroom, double bathroom, plus hallway and corridor. Now I don't know if they mean two bathrooms. Anyway, we need to understand hallway and corridor. Practicable unfinished attic, 80 square meters. So an attic that is used as a storage room. Possible second level. So there is probably the plan to build, um, to make it where you can live, a space where you can live, with internal staircase, all to be done. Okay. So anyway, that might not be a very good big investment. Good general condition, partly to be finished, renovated at the expenses of the buyer. It is advisable to redo the roof tile. To redo the roof tiles. Okay, so means the roof. But anyway, it depends. It depends if it's only the tiles or could be a structural problem of the roof. Anyway, currently divided into units, 4 room apartments with bathroom, plus studio apartment with hallway and bathroom. Okay, 4 apartment. It's not really clear. Currently divided in 2 units, 4 room apartment with bathroom plus studio apartment with hallway and bathroom with independent entrances, easily reunifable. Garden, 225 square meters of foresight, completely fenced with parking area, positioned in the Madonna del Fuoco area in a small side street. Anyway, this house it's very interesting. Now the thing is, I don't know, by the what I see by the picture is in a very good condition. I'm a bit surprised that the roof needs new tiles, for example. Anyway, we cannot see. Maybe I can foresee from here that maybe the attic part hasn't been finished or developed properly. The ground floor part has been done properly, but the attic part so needs some kind of works. Okay, now let's go to the next property. Now here, detached house in Vicolo Aventino 13, Tiburtina, Aeroporto Pescara. So we are all close to the airport area. I believe that that's why the prices are a bit lower. Anyway, here we are over 1,000 euro per square meter, for example. because 100,000 euros, 61 square meters, 2 rooms. Now, there are not so many pictures, so I wouldn't consider, to be honest. Let's see what's next. Detached house in Strada Provinciale, San Silvestro, so 110,000 euro, 150 square meters. So here we are under 1,000 euro per square meter, 750, 800 euro, roughly. Now, Pescara per square meter. Pescara, San Silvestro, in a residential area, we offer a splendid rustic villa with garden and terrace. The house is in good condition. Okay, let's have a look because, anyway, I like this property already. For example, I see the entrance, I see a lovely terrace just in front of the house. That's lovely. I see that the roof is in a good condition. I see that the house was well kept, maybe even freshly painted the outside, the external part of the house. There is a kind of patio here that is also nice. It's a bit above the level of the road, so makes it even nicer. So you are not really on the ground floor. It's a lovely house. I can already see, for example, plenty of time spending here on this terrace. I see also trees around, so there's a bit of nature. There is an oven here, an oven, a wood oven fire. Here they also have a boat. That's interesting. Small boat, probably this is not included, but again, consider that Pescara is on the sea. So you might have as well your own personal boat. So anyway, nice path here anyway in okay, I see a lovely house. I see a lovely house, a lovely fireplace. The house was well kept, lovely spacious kitchen. I see even two tables. That's very interesting. That's the view from the entrance door. Nice. Anyway, lovely view. Here we have a kind of probably a living room, being kept like that, but that's another story. Kitchen, staircase inside the house. Well, that probably bring you to the upper floor. Everything looks kind of new here. Quite big, spacious shower. I see that anyway is in a good order. Everything. So this type of house is not in need of renovation. Here also fences to prevent theft. That's also nice. Maybe solar panels, for example. Solar panel, I don't discuss much about the solar panels, but for example, what I see by this house here, they're getting a lot of electricity, probably even for free anyway. I mean, for free, on top of the cost uh, of the solar panels. Anyway, I'm wondering if this is part of the house itself, this little plot. Probably it is, because I saw here was the path. There was a picture of this path. So you might have some fruit plants over there. So there is also a terrace, a balcony terrace. Nice one. Maybe this part, the roof part here needs to be done, but that's a minor work. Now, let me see. Okay, we are a bit in the outskirts of Pescara, in this area called San Silvestro, which I will actually prefer than to live in really in let me say in Pescara center, very very close to the sea. I'd say the airport is in this area here, so you are not very very close to the airport. Anyway, this is a lovely house for 110,000 euro. It's a lovely house. I would highly recommend, for example, this type of property. Then again, for example, if someone is asking to me, Antonio, please, this is my budget, I'm looking for this type of property. I'm always open to give some help. Anyway, there are already some of you who contact me, who wrote me personally emails and ask me about, anyway, what is on the market. Anyway, I'm always ready to give my advice, but of course, anyway, um, it's very important to understand what the buyer is looking for. Now, for example, here we have this house for sale, which is actually interesting. The house looks a bit, let me say, not very new, brand new. I mean, not very new construction, but looks like an interesting portion of a house. The roof from here, I'd say, is not really in a bad condition, but has to be investigated. 115,000 euro per 110 meters square, so we are a tiny bit above 1,000 euro per meter square. It's interesting to understand if there is a ground floor apartment here, for example, then first floor apartment, to who belongs this entrance here, for example. So it's an interesting portion of a property. Now, inside here, I see, anyway, we have this, let me say, kitchen dining room. I won't even, even if there is a sofa, I won't consider as a living room. The boiler gas looks like already a new generation one, looks like a condensation one. Then we have air conditioner, floor looks in a decent shape. Now, the doors, for example, are not really brand new, but I like this type of style personally. If you just renovate this, you might not need to change them. You just need a little bit of renovation of TLC on these doors, but the shape, I mean, I like this type of style. For example, here they've done the floor. They could have done as well in a modern way the doors. Maybe for a budget reason they haven't done it, but I would keep it now. For now, is my taste. For example, I would say yes, I would keep this type of doors. I would simply give a bit of restoration, let me say, to restore. I think I see another air conditioner in this room. So this was a studio. I see was a professional. Here we are back into the kitchen. Here we have a bathroom. The bathroom, mm, let me say, is not very old, but at the same time, it's not even very new. Maybe it's better to have a shower than a bath. So, for example, I don't see the shower. I see only bath. Anyway, here we have another bedroom. Here another bedroom, so three bedrooms. Obviously, for example, this part falling apart here, uh, but that's nothing anyway. Now, what do I see is so I see so many bedrooms. Okay, all right. So we have now here there is a hall with a bathroom here. Okay, it's not showing how how the access of the room is, but anyway, probably is this portion here. It's not the ground floor. We should read the description now. I don't know. I see two bedrooms, one studio, and kitchen living room. Okay. All right. I don't know if this is, yeah. So I see this couch here, and now I see the same couch here. This table. So the pictures were taken in two different moments. The table has been moved. Anyway, let's read the description. Now, semi-detached apartment on the first floor, so it's only the first floor, located in the residential area of Pescara Colli Innamorati, so the Lovers Hills, the hills of the Lovers, ideal for those looking for tranquility and proximity to the main services. The property is to be restored partially, thus offering the possibility of customizing the spaces according to your needs. It's more of here they're trying to convince you that obviously the house can be improved, but at the same time, the living area includes a large and bright eating kitchen. An example, comparing to the two houses that I saw before, they were cheaper and with garden. So, for example, I would go for the houses that I saw before. Then we see this house, for example. Let's have a look to this one. Now there are 27 pictures. Now here I already see a lot of works to do. I don't understand if it's the floor that mainly is in need. Let's have a look to the pictures. Detached house, 119,000 euro, 150 square meters, parking included. Okay, so let's have a look. So there is the floor. Now the bathroom, it's a bit, this is the kitchen probably, not the bathroom. I don't know, doesn't look very in a good shape. Okay, there's missing floor here, or maybe it's simply the floor very old or damaged. Again, here there is a problem with the floor. Looks like an old floor. The house itself, as you see, doesn't look very bad. Obviously, there are some works to do. I don't know, I can't really understand the floor plan. Looks like in all the house the floor has been removed or simply damaged by something. Okay, so this is the bathroom, which is actually better, and the other one was the kitchen. For example, here in the hall we have this floor. In some rooms we don't have that. The floor, it's interesting. It's Let me see if there is a floor plan. There's plenty of space, plenty of rooms. That make it very interesting. But again, hard to understand which room is which. Possibly there are two bathrooms. Let me see if there is a floor plan. No, there's no floor plan. Let's read the description. 119,150 square meters, so we are under 1,000 euro per square meter. Anyway, is in need of renovation. Probably here you might need even, I'd say, at least 100,000 euro, if not more, if not more or less, because the house is big. So even if you have to do the floor of all the house, so the labor plus the material, the tiles, and anyway, some extra work. Semi-detached house for sale to be restored, consisting of two apartments with external courtyard and garage. So there are two apartments. On the ground floor, we find the first apartment consisting of a kitchenette, double bedroom, single bedroom, and a bathroom with window. Anyway, this has also the potential to be rented, for example, to be rented out. Accessing from an external staircase, we find a second apartment consisting of an entrance hall, kitchen, two rooms, and a bathroom. The property has a fenced external courtyard where we find a garage and two storage rooms. The property is for sale in its entirety, no possibility of separate sale, energy class in progress. 119,000 euro, it's not bad. It's not bad. Should be understood what is possible to save and what has to be necessarily done. Obviously, if you want to go for the cheapest type of renovation and at the same time having your own house, I don't remember the picture from the external part. If there were pictures of the external area, I want to see. Or there were only pictures of outside, of inside. They say there is a courtyard. Anyway, the property is spacious. That's all we can say. 150 square meters. Anyway, I don't see pictures of the external area. That's a pity. Anyway, let's go back on our search. Anyway, we had an idea about what we can find. At the moment, for me, the best one was this one for 92,000 and this one for 99 at the moment. Between, even if this one for 119, two apartments, a bit of need of renovation that I'm against. Okay, then let's have a look to this one. This looks in so detached house in San Silvestro, Pescara, 5 rooms. So we are already in the outskirt area. I see the roof is kind of decent. Here, no, this part is falling apart. So is in need of works. This house, I see space, but anyway, needs of renovation. Even need maybe beautiful location, kind of spacious, 10 minutes by car from the sea, has a potential, but has to be invested at least double of the money we're spending here. So if the price here is 120, let's say the final price, if you want to renovate such a big space and make it in a perfect order, let's say add another 120,000 euro here. Then obviously we are in the hills, beautiful area, close to the sea again. This part, anyway, doesn't look very good. Anyway, let's see the next one. Semi-detached house in via Fontanelle, San Donato, Fontanelle, Pescara. So we are in the surrounding area. But this house, for example, already looks in a decent shape. Let me see. So 120,000 euro for 100 square meters. So we are at 1,200 euro, 1,200 per square meter. That is still under the average. Anyway, what do I see here? It's a lovely courtyard. Interesting. Bathroom is in a good shape. It doesn't look like has to be renovated straight away. Anyway, everything looks in order. We have a decent living room here with dining room. Is this another bathroom? Probably, yeah. So there are already two bathrooms. One decent bedroom. Bright, spacious. Everything looks like renovated recently. Floors. Anyway, I like the space. Bright. Lovely kitchen. So everything is in order. It's a nice house, this one. Kitchen. So here we have those steps. Then to understand if the ground floor belongs to someone else, or here the steps are leading to another apartment on the attic, let me say. What I can see is that the roof was recently done. Yeah, this looks more like a second apartment on the, yeah, we can see the roof is in order. I'd say this one for 120,000. Here I don't see any works to do. Then all I need to understand about this house is about how many properties. I mean, the spaces, the floor plan. Let me read the description. Property composed of a portion of a house side by side on two separate living levels with two independent entrances of 70 square meters each. Okay, so there are two properties, two separate living levels. That's interesting. Total on the ground floor or 70 meters square on the ground floor and upper floor, and constituting a building detached from the main one. Located on the street level, the house as a whole was completely renovated in 2020, I can see, and perfectly in tune with the surrounding area. The annex on the ground floor is welcoming and romantic, with a bedroom with walk-in closet and bathroom. On the upper floor, which is accessed via a comfortable external staircase, so we have two independent apartments in the same house. We have a living room, kitchen, double bedroom, bathroom, and balcony. So there are two one bedroom apartment kind of, with living room and kitchen. The heating is autonomous, is independent. Upstairs managed by the methane boiler located outside the building, which allows you to heat the domestic environment and domestic hot water. The radiators are the classic wall mounted ones. Then for the next, currently without heating, the ideal would be with a minimal expense, a low consumption electric converter heater for the annex. What do they mean here for the annex? There are several control inside the home via the wireless network and from outside via devices internet connection. The bathroom downstairs, however, is serviced by an instantaneous electric water heater. Sufficient, enough space in the courtyard adjacent the house for a safe parking space. If you have a small budget, but would like a semi-independent solution without condominium fees and immediately habitable, make an appointment immediately for this unique and charming side-by-side house, arranged on just two levels, ideal for parents, children you will like. The relief of living in an environment isolated from the traffic, noise, and confusion, but at the same time 10 minutes by car from the city center and the sea. It is placed in V drinking fountains at 50 meters from Tiburon in front of the military airport. Anyway, all graphic and documentation is purely okay. Now let me see basic features. Semi-detached house, two floors, 100 square meter bills, four rooms, two bathrooms, balcony, good condition, south orientation, built in 1970, natural gas. Okay, let me say that this property anyway is between the three properties and 120,000 euro again was the square meter. So we are a tiny bit above 1,000 euro per square meter, but I think is a lovely house. And again, we are talking about the cheapest property for sale. Never forget that if the budget is higher, if you have a bigger budget, anyway, if you want to spend more, that's always. Now let me have a quick look to these pictures because, for example, here there is another interesting property. Anyway, we nearly arrive at the end of the video. So here I see the bathroom is not really brand new, but efficient. Anyway, storage room, cellar, staircase. This is a lovely, interesting house. 125,000 euro and 191 square meters. Okay, I'm going to read the description of this house because it's quite interesting. Now, real estate. Ok, Pescara, Colle Innamorati, independent house on two levels, divided as follow. On the ground floor, there is an entrance hall, a double living room, a kitchen with fireplace and a bathroom. On the first floor, there is a kitchen, three rooms, currently two used as a living room and one as a bathroom as a bedroom, a bathroom and a small terrace. There is the possibility of dividing into two residential units with independent entrances. Anyway, this is another interesting property, and I think anyway 120, 125, 130, 90, between 90 and 130,000 euro for a house like this, and for these square meters. I mean, the vaulted barrel ceiling, actually it's a star vaulted ceiling. It's very interesting. It's part of an old construction, independent access. Anyway, here, for example, let me see, we have an entrance door here, and we have another entrance door from the kitchen. That makes it even interesting. Small kitchenette with fireplace. Beers cannot be missing, few empty bottles of beer. Bathroom, it's okay. Cellar, storage room. We have this upper floor that looks nice with the stair here. Stair makes it kind of hall, interesting space. Anyway, then we have another kitchen on the upper floor. So there are two kind of separate. Anyway, light, bright, with a terrace. It's an interesting house, this one. I'd say if this is what I'm looking for, always focus on what are you looking for. But if you are looking for a place in Italy that is close to the sea, close to the services, lovely independent house, I'd say with all these qualities, I see space, another bathroom, lovely terrace. It's interesting. Greens, hills around, decent houses around. For this amount of money, to be honest, I'd say I would go myself. Then I don't understand what this property is here. Probably this is okay. This is not a big issue. I mean, to paint is not a big drama. Nice to understand why there is this kind of. But anyway, here I see a good portion of a house. Here, it's very, very interesting. Okay, so basically this is the entrance for the kitchen that we saw, because here I see the fireplace, and this is the chimney of the fireplace that goes down in that small kitchen. That's interesting. I don't see a garden, a little garden. That's the pity. Anyway, decent. This is kind of decent. So we have the entrance here. Entrance, living room, kitchen, and then upstairs we have another bathroom, kitchen, and three rooms. These, for example, I might live here downstairs, and the three I do as B&B. The three rooms on the first floor. There is an independent bathroom. There is a kitchen who can be served by the people who you are the guest. This could be an interesting property, even for me to think about it, to generate an income. Here you can keep renting these rooms. The only problem, okay, is that okay, two rooms to rent, because you have a kind of living room. Then to enter in one bedroom and to access to another bedroom from one bedroom is not the best. Let's say this is the hall. You enter in one bedroom, then here you have a living room. This can be two rooms and could be more expensive. And this one room, that's a very interesting property. I think I might think myself about it. Probably it was already because I see two different tables. Anyway, interesting properties. Okay, my friends, I think the video has been quite long. And so, with this property, I'm gonna close the today video. I'll see you tomorrow to my usually one to one on Saturday. If you're not familiar with my channel, you know I cover in different type of programs every day. I do something different. Anyway, okay, my friends. So if you watch up to now, put like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this type of video with my recommendations, and I'll see you tomorrow to my one-to-one and next Friday for the cheapest property for sale in a selected city in Italy by me. By Italy, a place to love by Antonio. Okay, my friends, I wish you a lovely day and I see you tomorrow. Bye.